against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Smack dab in the middle of I-295 that encircles the city of Jacksonville in northeast Florida. There's a good look at TIAA Bank Field. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And off we go from Jacksonville. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. With a run to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Play action. Now it's Carr. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. On play action, it's Carr. And he knocks the ball away, and it throws incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game. And now it brings up 4th down.
Carr to throw for it on 4th down. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Following the interception here, Mariota. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete. The Jaguars at 0-13 here on the year. And they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mariota. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game, watching him try to take away that area of the field.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing is Mariota. Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. This a 31-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their second drive here of the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little bit, didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. On play action, now Carr. Pass caught, it's Romeo Doubs. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 1st down, Carr. He finds his man, complete. It's Barrett. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Carr. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. And he fires one that's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, Charles, as a defender yourself who made a few of those plays back in your day, I know you know there's no better feeling than a pick six for a defender.
And the big thing is when you take it and you realize you're out there and you've got a great chance to score, not to get overexcited and have one of the yard lines trip you up, or the turf monsters we used to call it, knock you down before you get to the end zone. That didn't happen on that play. He carried it home.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Throwing on first down is Carr. That's going to be caught. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Romeo Doubs, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are back within a score. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. Darnay Holmes now from his end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
After the sack on first down, Mariota, he's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now a play fake. Carr. Flush to his right. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Jags are going to take over here up near the 40. A nightmare of a first half for him. And that's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Eccles. And the Steelers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, their defense got them the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got 2, we got 2. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on second and 13. Here's Carr to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one goes for 24 yards.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw his Carr. His throw incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Carr. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead is knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Carr to throw again. He finds his man, complete. That's Barrett. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now Carr. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by the linebacker, Brian Asamoah. And the Jaguars are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Brandon Eccles. And the Steelers will take over here just shy of the 30. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching the bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Carr going to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
93.
Now Carr. He finds his man, complete. It's Barrett. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Right now.
Carr now on 1st down. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Romeo Doubs, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Steelers have taken the lead in the 2nd quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
The extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Holmes returning from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Mariota. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now.
One. Three. One. Easy.
Third and short yardage. Mariota. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Now Mariota on fourth down. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 21 yards there. A big play on fourth down. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Three.
Mariota on first down. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And that will keep this a 4-point game.
Yeah, it's been a disappointing first half for them, all things considered. And this can serve as the capper. It's a missed field goal in the late going, and that's only going to serve to lessen the mood even further.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we reach halftime here in a 4-point game as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gault. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. Holmes returning from his end zone. And able to take it past the 25. 28-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. But Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They go play action. Mariota. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Mariota to throw for it on 4th. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And my goodness, another interception. Derek Stingley picks it. And the Jags are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me, because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Mariota. And Ingram hauls it in. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Play fake, Mariota. It's caught inside the 25. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. And, Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now in the campaign.
And, Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
Play action now, Mariota. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick six territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
Off the play fake, Mariota. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
On play action, Mariota. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Steelers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the 4th quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down. To throw, it's Carr. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. Past the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Here's the Steelers' kick team as they'll boot this one away. Holmes returning from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember, last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Working out of the gun, Mariota. This one swung out here to Jones. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Carr. And he will find his man on the outside.
Line number 10. It's the first down, Pittsburgh. 6-18.
And the slot man goes in motion left. On first down, Carr. And his throw here's incomplete.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On second down, here's a run from Haskins. And some space here. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 57 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Play action. Now it's Carr. He finds his man, complete. It's Barrett. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a play fake. Carr. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Justin Ross. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Steelers are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Now Joey Sly for the point after. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score Steelers 28, Jaguars 10.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. Holmes returning from his end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Throwing is Mariota. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Matt Judon in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. To try again after the sack. Mariota. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Matt Judon in there again as he's able to pick up sacks on both 1st and 2nd down. Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Desperation time. Mariota on 4th down. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Shotgun now for Carr. That is caught at the 7. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
637. It's right.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
Boy, that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
Holmes returning from his end zone.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
To be frank, you really have to feel for them. This is appearing to not be their week yet again. So another loss in the cards as they trail big in quarter number 4.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Mariota. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Jones.
And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Running right, Jones. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Now a first down carry by Jones.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Up the middle, Jones. They find some open field here. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. An inside give to Jones. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. On 2nd and 9, Mariota. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
4th down, Mariota. And it'll be intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Steelers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player, you have to know the situation.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Carr going to look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Barrett. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Hey, 734. Chief.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. That goes for a gain of 31.
In a spot where most offenses would just be trying to get to the finish line and close this game out, they're still looking for points here in the final minute of this game. I think bonuses could be gained and attained with maybe more points.
In motion comes the tight end left. They'll run here with Haskins. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. On play action, it's Carr. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Derwin James with a pick. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given, and it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
And now here is another interception. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Steelers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Pittsburgh, their battle to finish above 500 gets a slight lift as they move to 6-8 on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, it's now 14 games without a win, with time running out to try and get one. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans.